Stars aligned. In a surprising turn of events, India's leading telecom rivals Bharti Airtel, Reliance Jio have both partnered with Elon Musk's SpaceX to bring Starlink satellite internet services to India. Now, this development comes on the back of previous public disputes over satellite spectrum allocation, where both companies expressed their reservations about Starlink's entry into the Indian market. But first, let's understand, what is Starlink? What is satellite communication and how big is Starlink? Now, Starlink is a satellite internet service created by Elon Musk's SpaceX. It uses thousands of small satellites orbiting the Earth to provide high-speed internet to remote and rural areas where the traditional internet options are slow or unavailable. But instead of relying on underground cables, wires, or cell towers, Starlink beams internet directly from space to a small dish at your home, which then connects to your devices. And therefore, it's possible to communicate where other internet providers struggle to reach. How big is Starlink? Well, Starlink has been globally expanding at a rapid pace. Its subscriber base reportedly has reached 4.6 million users by the end of 2024, with revenues closing in on $8 billion. The biggest advantage of satellite broadband services is it can expand connectivity to underserved regions where traditional networks are limited. Now, according to a 4th of March report by Bernstein, 40% of India's population does not have access to internet, particularly rural areas. So this represents a very large market opportunity for the customer base to get connectivity in rural areas. And that's the opportunity everyone is eyeing via satellite communication. Now, as I said, the latest development is Bharti and Jio have announced a tie-up with SpaceX under which it would offer Starlink satellite broadband services to its subscribers. Now, both Jio and Bharti can potentially benefit from the sale and installation of Starlink terminals through their large retail footprint on a revenue share, some sort of a commission. So it's kind of like a win-win for everyone. The telcos can also cater to coverage requirements of its customers in remote locations. So therefore, we're talking about increased revenue opportunity for Bharti and Jio. From being competitors to Elon Musk, they will now be collaborators. Also, very important to note that it's unlikely Starlink will disrupt terrestrial network services, which was the fear in the market, which is why they were so hesitant to let Starlink come into India. In fact, a lot of the analysts we spoke to said Starlink provides a complementary satellite broadband service to the existing offering. The only difference is Starlink is going to be at a significant premium. Now, the big question is, will satcom become mainstream in India in the medium term as it has been globally? Can it be a big revenue spinner? To the answer to that depends on affordability. How much of that underserved region in India can they really capture? Because Starlink is positioned as a premium service. Now, we spoke to IFL analyst and he was telling us Starlink's pricing in the US is $80. Even in a developing economy like Kenya, where we understand services are subsidized, Starlink is priced at $10 per month and you only get 50 GB of data. Now, this is still expensive compared to India. India is a very price-sensitive market. ARPUs in India are just $3 per barrel. Broadband ARPUs, $5 to $10 per month, and you get free data, right? So Starlink is seen expensive compared to what Indians are used to pricing. Also, there is a hardware element which is there. Starlink services come with a particular satellite dish. There is hardware which you have to pay for. So therefore, the expectation as of now, when things evolve, is that consumers may not take to Starlink satellite communication, but enterprises and businesses are likely to adopt it. In fact, Bharti Airtel in its press release also talks about it, about hospitals where there is mining taking place. And enterprises who are into mining and they're not able to get that service, they are likely to adopt this satellite connectivity. So it all boils down to affordability. So affordability is one thing. The other important thing to know is that it's not it's an opportunity right now. It's still some time away, and this is for two reasons. One, Starlink still needs licenses in India. Those approvals are pending, and even the spectrum needs to be allocated. So those are the two reasons. So in the near term, nothing much changes for the telecom companies. It's not that it's moves the needle on pricing, but Starlink is going to be in India sooner than later, and this partnership just showcases the kind of seismic shift that we're going to see in India's digital and connectivity landscape. Thank you for watching CNBC TV 18. For all our top stories and news updates, follow us on our social media platforms.